Hi guys, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. In this episode, I'm going to answer a question that I get asked a lot in the comments. And that is, how do you overcome artist block? And where do you find inspiration to draw? So in this video, I'm going to give you 4 ways that you can overcome artist block and find inspiration.
Pencil and some paper, and the best part is having lots of fun with Art a la Carte.
Alright, we've all had it. Those moments we sit down to draw, we're so excited, and then nothing. We can't think of anything to draw. What are we even doing sitting here? Have we ever drawn before? Everything else seems hopeless. So what do? You've lost your inspiration. You can't think of anything to draw. And if you do start to draw, it's just dumb. Have you ever felt that way? Most artists do, regularly. So these are 4 things that I do to help overcome those common artist blocks and artist frustrations or the non-inspired days. Number 1, get out of the house. As an artist, I spend 99.9% of my work time here in my studio. And because I love drawing and creating, on my days off, I spend 99.9% of my time in my art studio drawing because I love drawing. Sometimes I forget there is a world outside. So get up, get out, take a walk, get some sunshine, or if you live in Oregon, get some rain, fresh breath of air, get your heart pumping again. That's a really big thing. Generally, just a walk is all I need to kind of jumpstart that daily, I don't know what to draw. But there's something you can do while you're on this walk. Open your eyes and observe the world around you. Drawing from nature really inspires me, so looking at the trees and the birds really helps. Sometimes on my walk, I even see more interesting things than that. Sometimes I see a deer or a squirrel or some people or a dog or a cat, and those things can inspire me. While you're out walking, I always take my phone with me. That way, if I see something that I think, hey, that's really inspiring, I take a picture of it, and that will help me with the second point. Point number 2 is slightly similar to point number 1, and that is to look at life. Look at things around you that inspire you. Now, it doesn't always necessarily mean getting up and going for a walk. That's a great way to do it, but sometimes, I want to study elephants, and elephants don't normally live in my backyard. So there are great ways to do this. Getting nature books, going to the library and looking at books, and of course we do live in the technological age, so getting on the internet, doing some web searches and looking at photographs that way. That's why I like to have my own photos that I can take and go back and go, oh, I want to draw some flowers. Let me go to my flower folder file that's awesome, on my computer and look at some past pictures I took of flowers. So having those photo references can give you some great inspiration. Speaking of inspiration, it brings us to point number 3, finding artists that inspire you. I have a lot of different artists that inspire me, and some artists inspire me in different ways than others. If you don't have a favorite artist yet, I really encourage you to search them out, find ones that you really enjoy. The best way is to look at art that you really enjoy and then find out what artist created that. Once you find some artists that inspire you, I encourage you to look at their artwork. Some artists produce their own art books that you can purchase and collect, and you can go through at your leisure. And a lot of artists have websites or at least have their artwork listed online. You can take a peek at those. But my favorite for inspiration is actually purchasing artwork from my favorite artist. Sometimes it is an original piece if I can afford it, or a print or something like that. Having something from my favorite artist hanging on the wall can be very encouraging. My last point is to try something new. Sometimes you get stuck not knowing what to draw, so don't draw. Paint, sculpt, sew, something else. Use charcoal, use pastels, use oils, use acrylics, use watercolor. Try something else that you haven't tried. This last step is sometimes a little bit more challenging because it can involve money. But I love going to an art store and buying something new, whether it's a new sketchbook or new pencils or a new eraser, something new. It doesn't have to be super expensive, just $1 or $2. But having that brand new, unsharpened, brand new color pencil is very inspiring. Some of the biggest inspirations come when I have a brand new sketchbook that is just begging for me to create in it. A bonus hint is just sometimes sit down and draw or create without thinking. I love doodling. Doodling helps really get out just some motions in the hand, gets myself warmed up, and I might find something that I go, that looks kind of interesting. let's try it a little bit better. So those are my 4 tips on how to overcome artist block and find inspiration. Hopefully those helped you. I am planning on doing more of these videos where I take the comments and questions that you guys ask most frequently and try to answer them in a video. So if there's a question that you would like to ask me, leave that in the comment section below, and it might be the topic of our next art chat video. Thank you guys for watching this video, hanging out with me. If you're brand new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. And until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.